freak off. How we get there? Tell them about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr., tell them about the freak off. It's doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and these hoes.
So it looks like the rumors about Neyo being DL is true after all, because his baby mama Sade just put him on blast and exposed him for attending Diddy's freak-off parties. Sade spilled this tea while going off on Neyo for putting his hands on her and being a deadbeat father. Sade claims Neyo has been secretly getting his cheeks clapped at these parties and that he sometimes organizes these freak-off parties at his house while the kids are around. Apparently, the only reason why Neyo is showing off his multiple girlfriends is because he don't want nobody to suspect him of being gay. Not only has he been sleeping with these men, but word on the street is he's clapped Diddy's cheeks a bunch of times, and the evidence is on tape. Now, for those of y'all who didn't know, Neyo and Sade have had a very bitter relationship after him asking her for a paternity test to prove that their son was really his. Mind you, Neyo and Sade already have 2 kids together, but for some reason, he decided to draw the line on the 3rd child and ask for a paternity test. As you can already imagine, Sade did not take this very well because she felt like Neyo was trying to insult her, and she clapped back by countersuing him. In her lawsuit, she asked the court to give her primary custody of all the kids and refused to do the paternity test Neyo was looking for. She also agreed to share joint custody with Neyo since that was something he actually asked the court to grant him. After all this mess, they both went quiet for a while, and for a moment, people really thought he and Sade had quietly resolved their issues. That was until a few days ago, when Sade went on an explosive rant on IG Live with Neyo literally in the live to expose him for being a regular participant at Diddy's freak-off parties. Not only that, but she went as far as to call him Diddy Jr., claiming that he has these freak-offs at their house with both men and women while the kids are home. Sade said these parties would usually be filled with loads of substances. You know, similar to that pink crack that Diddy would have at his own freak-off parties to get people all horny and high. What make it even worse about Neyo's parties is that he would host these parties with the kids at the house. These poor kids literally witnessed everything. In the video, he looked real faded and out of touch with reality. Almost like somebody who's been partying the whole night and sniffing a whole load of would probably act. His hair was all shaved off, he looked miserable, and the man could barely get out a word to defend himself. I'ma just leave the video here for y'all to watch by yourself because it's truly disturbing.
Tell them the real you. Tell them the real you. And while we're here today, over the house, while his kids is here, while this nigga likes to have drugs and alcohol, mushrooms, and prostitutes in the house while his kids are here. Everyone has asked him to stop, but he will not listen to nobody. This is what's going on. This is the tea. While the is in the house, I asked him not to bring no in the house. I even came over here to help him with these kids because he won't watch these kids. Since we on live, let's go there. Let's start with the freak off. How we get there? Tell them about the freak off, Diddy Jr. Diddy Jr., tell them about the freak off. Tell them about the freak off. Tell them the truth. Tell these people the truth. Oh, shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about none of these kids. Do y'all see a fucking picture in this house of a fucking kid? He don't care about these kids. All he care about is doing drugs, drinking alcohol, and fucking these hoes. That's what you care about. So let's go. I'm a Diddy bop the fuck up out of here. You and your freak off. You can get back to your freak off in a minute. You'll be next. You'll be next. You'll be next. You'll be next. Your stories will be coming out next. You know what the fuck going on. You know, how was Braden conceived? Let's start there.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all, but this is very disturbing to see, especially since he specifically asked the court to grant him custody of his kids, only for him to bring them to his house and expose them to these freak-offs. Sade literally has nothing to gain by saying all this, but Neyo definitely has a lot to lose when people start digging and pulling up even more receipts about his freak-off sessions with Diddy. The only reason Sade even felt the need to expose all this disturbing info about him is because he's consistently made it a point to not care about his kids and expose them to the things that they have no business seeing at their age. Oh, but that wasn't it, y'all. She went on to reveal that these freak-off parties that Neyo hosts in his house actually happen every single day, not just a couple times a week, every single day. She even went as far as telling him to go and come out the closet and live his truth, instead of making everybody think he's a good father when he's actually a deadbeat getting his cheeks clapped in front of his kids.
Yeah. So he could come here and have a freak off.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck you do every night. You're a fucking weirdo. You got a 13-year-old girl upstairs, but you running around here with holding their hand, and you don't even hold your kid's hand. Hold your kid's hands. Oh my God, Schaefer, please stop. Please, Schaefer, please, bro. Oh my God, you gotta tell the truth. Just tell these people the truth about who you are. Live in your truth. Just live in your truth, bro. Oh my God, bro. Man, the whole industry is definitely weird as man. Weird as the shit that I be witnessing is just insane. You hurt yourself every day. I'm just doing shit. This ain't gonna do shit for me. Wish you would tell the story about the freak off, but you want to play games. Come here at 9 o'clock. He's screaming, "Kid, go to sleep, go to sleep," so he can have these just come over, drink, smoke weed, do drugs, and out of here. Just watch your kids. You do that shit every day when you're not here. Every day when you're not here.
And in case you were wondering where Neyo gets all his stamina from to have these freak-out parties every single day, well, here's an answer. If y'all remember, Young Miami was exposed not too long ago for supplying Diddy with pink for his freak-off parties. Now, at the time, most people didn't even know what pink was, until thankfully, Jaguar Wright spilled the tea about it. The pink is basically a combination of multiple drugs, including Viagra, ecstasy, and any other substance you can think of. The combination allows them to have a ridiculous amount of energy all night so they can last through these freak-off sessions. And if y'all remember, Sade explicitly said that Neyo would usually bring a lot of to these parties that he organizes at his crib. Well, word on the street is the in question that Neyo has been bringing to these parties is pink.
Pink Young Miami has to bring across.
Wait, the Tusi.
Yeah, the Tusi. That's what they call.
I found out. I talked to my guy because I wanted to be informed. Because people was calling it Tusi, that's calling it the Tunchi. I didn't know which one it was, so I talked to my guy, and my guy filled me in, and then it made perfect sense. Tusi.
Talk to him.
With Jaguar.
Let's talk.
Just education.
101.
So Tusi is the coke, but they take the ketamine and cook it up, and they fold it into the coke. Now, if you don't know what ketamine is what they call on the street Special K. It's a veterinary. It's a horse tranquilizer. Now, gay men have been using this for years. See, back in the day, if you went to a gay party or a gay rave, there were certain that you will always find on hand. Viagra, ecstasy, Special K, and coke. Now, see, the keep you up all night, but unfortunately, it gives you limp noodle because of what the blood flow is. So you wants to fuck with a half-hard all night. So that's why you had the Viagra, to make sure that the involuntarily stays hard while you're numbing your fucking self with the coke. Now, see, the ketamine, that's a horse tranquilizer. So that relaxes all your muscles. You could get by 80 ton gorillas. You wouldn't feel a thing. So now you is gonna stay hard. You numbed up and you high. You got the ketamine in you, so you don't feel shit. And then you add the ecstasy to put in the feeling that you've now blocked out. And now you got a party.
Freak off cocktail.
Yeah. So now the Tusi, they done skipped all the steps. They condensed it. So you got the in there, and then you got the ketamine in there, and they say that some of the dealers add the ecstasy in there. Now the Viagra, you still got to take that solo. But with the Tusi, you got all of that. The gay cocktail. Cocktail. In the one thing. And the reason why it's pink is because they put the food coloring in it. They think, he said he think they got it from the Breaking Bad. You remember how they was making them
Yeah.
And they made it a special color, so they done that with the Tootsie.
Wow.
It's the food coloring.
You think that...
As if you need more. When did high not get high enough? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, to the point where you have to fly it across, like, I need that here tonight. Can you get that here? Like, no...
I need that here. You got 3 drugs. Powerful drugs. And food coloring.
Okay.
You are numb. You are wired. You pop that Viagra. You a f***ing machine. You can anything. A brick wall wouldn't even feel it.
And as if that ain't messy enough, people believe the reason why Neyo is currently in a polygamous relationship and always showing us his multiple girlfriends is because he's trying to prove just how masculine he is, so folks don't suspect him of being DL. Apparently, he's trying his hardest to make people believe he's a straight man, even though he's straight clapping Diddy in them expensive VIP rooms. What's even crazier is that this ain't the first time Neyo has been accused of being addicted to freak-offs. His ex-girlfriend Mayetta, who he dated from 2009 to 2013, actually revealed the reason why they broke up was because Neyo had a raging addiction for intimate group sessions, aka freak-offs, and she just wasn't able to keep up with that. And get this, y'all, just like Sade, Mayetta also said Neyo would ask for these freak-offs every single day. She said she thought the freak-offs would only happen a couple times a year, but he literally wanted to do it every day. And that's when she knew she had to clock out of that relationship and run for the hills. We cheated together, if that makes sense. We did things together. It's not cheating if you're involved with it. And then it just wasn't enough for him. I was like, well, no, I didn't sign up to do this every day. It became a problem when he wanted that a lot, she said. I was like, if you want that, then you don't want me. I tried to keep it cute and spicy, but it wasn't enough. But it is what it is. This whole situation is a mess, y'all. And if what Sade is actually saying about Neyo is really true, then the police need to start looking into him as well. Aside from him having these freak-off parties, he also thinks it's okay to host them at the same time with his kids in the house. He's obviously out of his mind and sees nothing wrong with it. One person reacted to all this by saying, remember when Mayetta was heartbroken about they split? Ladies, let this be a lesson. Sometimes the unanswered prayer is the blessing. He's someone else's problem now. Another person said, having not one, but 2 kids by a married man, then doing this in front of the kids is ass backwards. Girl, if you don't like the environment the kids are in, take the kids and go. This isn't to say Neyo is innocent, but if he's so wrong, what's the purpose of just staying there and keeping the kids there while you him about it? Just leave. But now I want to know your thoughts. What do you think about Neyo clapping Diddy and having freak-offs in his house in front of his kids? And do y'all think Sade is right for putting him on blast? Y'all been knew what to do. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And don't forget to click here to watch this other very messy video.